that is what actually we need. If you see many of the scientists in NASA, wherever any successful persons are there, you can find in any field, the Indians' contribution will be there in any country. So that's the reason maybe India is now trying to, and now it is encouraging to have a startups in India only. So this is what Startup India, many initiatives they are bringing up. So now, recently you have seen within these 5 years, many startups has built, but how many are successful? That is a question mark. How many are now not at all there? So to build a startup is easy. That is also some process will be there. So once after building the startup, how to make it as successful, that is very important. So for that and that session, so the speaker is Mr. Abdul Rahim. He is a deputy manager in IDFC First Bank. Has around more than 5 years of experience in this banking industry, especially in the how to work with these startups, these companies, how these banks are there, how these startups are helpful, how these banks are doing this help favor, and what are the steps for the successful startup. So he previously worked for Axis Bank of Private Limited. Now he want to share his experiences and what are the steps for the successful startup. I am hopeful that this session will be gives us some knowledge about how to start up and how to make it as successful. Fruitfully, we are thinking that. So in that way, positively, many of the students are nowadays they are thinking that why should we do job? Why not we start something? We can earn our. Why should we do something? Our knowledge. Why should I share for others' contribution, others' development? We should have our own growth. Okay. Let's see. Let's welcome our speaker, respected Abdul Rahim Garu. So to take this session, okay, it's my honor to welcome him. So thanks for giving this
Thank,
opportunity and thanks for conducting this type of sessions, Mr. Masanti Madam and EC Department, entire GNIT. So I welcome Mr. Abdul Rahim. Thank you.
okay. Thank you so much, Mohidin sir. It's really a pleasure to have you all here. So first of all, let me thank Vasanti madam and Mohidin sir for inviting me for this session. So it was around uh, 80 members, 60 members of crowd. So be with me for a 1 hour. So before starting the session, let me introduce myself. I am Abdul Rahim. I am working as a deputy manager in IDFC First Bank. Previously, I was with Axis ICICI. So I have a vast experience of 7 years dealing in corporate affairs, corporate banking, and retail banking, and different departments in banking sector. So today's agenda is how to build a successful startup. So can we go ahead, ma'am? Vasanti ma'am, am I audible to everyone?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
you.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So how to start a startup in India? So let me first focus on how to start a startup in India. So when it comes to the startup, there are around
Sir,
3,000.
sir, turn on
Sorry.
your video, sir. Sir, turn on your
Sorry.
video. Okay,
Yes.
sir. Okay.
Okay. There are around 3,000 plus startups are there in India till now. So we'll go through the different steps how a startup can be formed, because all of the students, I think they are in final year of the engineering, so they might be completing their graduation this year. So most of the students may go to the job, and the students who wants to make their own business, make them as made as their own boss. Like they need not to follow any of the instructions. They are the emperor of the startup company. Any company or any firm that can be formed by them, they are the boss and they are the emperor. So let me start the session with the introduction of the startup. Mohideen sir, can you please share the video, that screen, please?
Yes, sir. Vasanthi madam, are you sharing? One minute, I'm sharing. Hope the presentation is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please pin to the presentation.
Okay, let me start. In India, the startup has already 3061, around 3000 plus startups are there up to 2020. And will you believe that India is the third largest startup economy in the world? So India is the third largest startup economy in the world. So why we are going to build a startup? Before that, let me explain you. There are a thin line. There is a thin difference between a dreamer and a doer. Everyone will dream. Everyone will dream for building a startup. Everyone will dream, but the work, the way they will nurture their ideas are very less. So I think the session will make you made you from dreamers to doers. I will explain you the step-by-step process for getting the startup done, and next where the funding will come, and next what is the team, how to recruit the team, and how to maintain the legacy. That's what registration of the company and everything. So let me start with the basics. First, the basic is as per the Indian startup governance, a startup company means a company which is having less than 7 years of vintage and having 250 millions of turnover, less than 250 millions of turnover will be called as an Indian startup company as per the Indian startup governance. So clear that in India, if you want to build a startup company will be called as until and unless it completes 7 years of vintage and 200 millions of turnover per year. And most importantly, it should be registered in India. So it should be registered in India. So a startup is just a kind of form. So what farmer will do when he wants to form a farm? So hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. So
Yes, sir.
so the history of startup will come from the Silicon Valley. 1976 of origin. There is a Silicon Valley fever where the first startup has come up. In India, before independence, there is no startup. Like there is so much of rigid to have a startup company in before independence. After independence, India got some economy, some independent economy, so that in that time before after independence, India is more focused on large scale of industries because they want to grow the economy faster. After that, these startups has came in existence before after liberalization. So you know all that what is liberalization, privatization, and privatization. So after this liberalization, the concept of startups began taking into shape in Indian economy. So it was realized by India that how the startup ecosystem will helpful the Indian economy of at the time of 2008 recession. So as I already said, this was the third largest startup economy in India. So there are so many startup companies in India like Paytm, Flipkart,
Zomato, Ola, all these companies came as an startups. They have less than 7 years of vintage. So these all will be considered as an startups in India, which has made our India proud in the startup economy over the globe. So these companies has raised the flag of India in the startup economy as all over the globe. So to become a successful startup, there will be definitely a failure story. So this what I have built a startup. So if you talk any of the entrepreneur, if you take an example of Sales Fusion, Harishankar's story, he has around three failure stories before he earns around $400,000 per month. Now his revenue today per month. So this has not done overnight. This has not happened overnight. There is so much of efforts that he has made to make this company as an successful. So he has failed. Harishankar has told in an interview that he has failed three times. Three times he has invested in the startup and he has failed. But the story has not ended there. He has not put a full stop for his story. Before a success story, there is always a failure story. If you treat failure like a stepping stone, you will always know how to move up. So failure, if someone has failed in something, like in a life also, if it is not applicable to only startups, in a life also, in education also, anything, if you fail, treat it as a stepping stone to build and to move up to get the success. So next, moving to the the main important aspect of the startup is the idea. So can you please change the slide? Develop an idea. The idea will make everything. Like the idea in which I have to start the startup. So will you think the Dhirubhai Ambani, how he has started the a startup and how he has grown in the business? His company's current value is in billions. So any common thing that he has done in the business is he has taken the problem first. So the idea will come from a problem. So look for the problems. The key to getting ideas is to look for every problem. Like it might be a small problem or a big problem in a daily life. Please note these problems on a paper. So while you are traveling in a bus, while you are doing all your daily activities, or you may find so many problems in and around your life. So there is nothing like it's an rocket science to get an idea to start a startup. No, it will come from your life. It will come from your surroundings. It will come from your home itself. So please note these problems on a paper so that you can understand the what are the daily problems. Like a small problem will make a billions of business. Like right. So find a problem that messes with your mind. So take a problem and look at the problem and find an innovative solution for that problem. So if for example you will have you have to drive a hammer, sorry, you have to use a driver hammer to drive a nails, right? So if you use a nail gun which makes the work easier and faster, right? Now the people are using nail guns, which was an innovative idea to to reduce the work burden. So while you instead of using the hammer to drive the nails, why can't we use a gun which will make the work easier and faster. The idea is to make that work easier. So innovation is an area. So just like that, do your research about the solution to the problem that is already there. So okay, how to analyze your solution. Now you have got a problem in your hand, and you have come up with a solution. So you have to analyze how the people are reacting on your solution. So what you have to do, uh, what we need to do, we can take in survey. You can take in survey the solution which you have taken. You can take a survey from your friends, family, colleagues, and your superiors, so that you can understand, you can get an feedback that how your solution will work in an common people. Like take the survey in and around you, so that you will get an idea. So, well, you got an idea, and you found with a problem, you come up with a solution, and next your solution will convert into a product or a service. So what you will do, you will come up with a product which will make your idea into your problem into a solution, and it will be a product. Like, you need to make your product or service a bit unique. Like if you're making a product, it should not be like it is already there in the market, hundreds of products are there in the market. Yeah, no, it should be somewhat unique. It should be somewhat unique, that you made a what you made a product. For example, if you are developing a video download app for Instagram, you can also add other platforms. This means that you can add the ability to download videos from YouTube, Facebook, Vimeo. It should be like unique, like kind of thing. Uh, and next, you have come up with a product, and does the market need your product? So does the market need your product or not? So for that, you have to take the market surveys. You need to make sure that your product or service is essential for the people. So while developing the product, you should keep you should keep in your mind that it should make someone's life easier. Or the problem what you have taken, it should give a solution, complete solution to that problem for the set of people whom you have taken. So it should have some solution, and it will be essential. It should be essential to the people whom you have made, right? And then,
Yes.
hello, yes,
Nothing, sir. You can proceed.
okay, okay. And, as a common, you have to love your work. Are you so while you are hunting for a problem also, or while you are creating a solution for that problem also, and you are taking a survey also, whatever you do, you should enjoy your work. Then only everything will go smoothly. So in a startup business, you will you will come up with a different kind of challenges, different kind of problems, and everything you have to come up with a solution for getting it done. So for getting it done, it is not easier. So you have to enjoy your work to get anything possible. Okay, fine. Next, can you please explore the market that I already covered? So why be fast? So have you? Can I take an example of Nokia? previously, if you take around 15 years down the line, Nokia is the leading mobile company that is there in the telecom industry. So why now? Where is the Nokia? So where is the Nokia? Have you anyone is using Nokia mobiles? Like in 100, how many people will be using Nokia mobile? No one, right?
Yeah,
I think
yes.
it might be around less than 10%, right? Why so? So the changes that market has taken up in the telecom industry, I think there is some glitches in Nokia to develop an Android to grab the changes into their product. So it was very important to have the changes whatever the market is getting changed. The product that you have developed, the solution that you have taken up into the market, it should develop with the market. It should not be it should not like I will do my product as I like. No, it should be useful to the public, and it should have some kind of updates so that your product will go into the market. For that, in a startup you will never release the product completely into the market. There is a strategy for a startup company to release their product, that is called MVP. The expansion is minimum viable product. What does it mean? Minimum viable product means you have taken, for example, a product that has to be developed and taken into the market. For that, you need more capital, more money, and more time to spend to release the end product. So, what the analysts will suggest is make your product minimum viable. That means you should release the product you should release the product at an minimum cost, and it will not be a final product of yours. So for example, if you take the apps, mobile apps, they will release some basic version into the market. Yeah, most of us might have observed that they will release some basic version firstly, so that the feedback from the market and the feedback from the customers will make them an idea that how much this end product will go into the market. So after that they will come up with an end product prototype, so that it will save the time and money. So MVP will not take much time and much money. So it was a basic product, so you will get it. You can develop it with less amount of money and less time, so it will save your money and time. And after that, what will happen, you will get a customer feedback. How the so if you release a basic version, customer will give you a feedback that it should be like that, like if it is like that, then it will be better than this. So at that time you will get a customer feedback to develop the end product. Okay, and next what will happen, generate an early leads. You will get an early leads, like while seeing the MVP itself, most of the customers will impress and tell you the leads, like yes, this product is helpful to us, let us have this product, let us develop this to end so that we can buy. So that will happen with the MVP. Next, so can you determination. So the most important thing in startup business is determination. You should never say that I cannot do this. So you have some determination to from your idea to running this startup into a successful business. There should be a determination to all of us. Like I have already told, like you should enjoy your work so that you can you can have a determination to get it done successful. In the determination, the most important thing will come up is the people in and around you. If you are determined, if you have a determination to get this startup into successful business, the people in and around you, the co-founders, you cannot run the company with a single hand. If you have a determination also, if your co-founders or the people you are who you are recruiting, if they don't have a determination, if they don't owning the company, if they don't have any kind of accountability, then your company is gone. So while selecting the co-founder or a partner or the people whom you are taking this company, taking the people taking for this company should be determinant. So while selecting the co-founder, the most important concept for startup successful is the partner, whom you are choosing a partner. So partner should be uh, like very what you say, very genuine and very determining and ownership. There are so many qualities in a person to have a to become a partner for a company. So India, I think it was the startup friendly nation. So most of you will get some good people in and around you who have some trust. And next, skill set. There should be a skill set, personality, honesty. So you have to have these kind of qualities while selecting a co-founder. So just search for your personal sphere. You should not go outside the box and search for someone who wants to become whom you want to become a partner. First you search in your personal sphere, go for your friends or in your family members. After that you can, if you didn't found anything, you can get for co-founders networking, and next meeting the founders online, and co-founding with like co-founding with the social media. So you will get someone who has a trust. Okay, sir, can you please change the slide? So after that, be creative. So whatever the product you are generating for your company, or whatever the company you are starting, it should be a creative. Unusual thinking is also essential for getting first investment and starting your business. So usual thinking, like everyone will think usually. So unusual thinking will make your company successful and make your product very effective and into the market. So creating creativeness is very important while getting a startup. See, see, if you take in small examples of in and around you, in 20 years down the line, there is a what kind of food, what kind of recipes we can made with a chicken. 20 years back, we know around 10 recipes that we can made with a chicken. But now there are hundreds of recipes which are coming from chicken itself. So chicken is there in our kitchen past 20 years also, and now also. The thinking of the people, the creativeness of the people has changed the chicken into 100 recipes. So that kind of creativeness should be there to get the things done in a startup. So it should be uniqueness. Uniqueness, I have already told that the product what you have made should be unique with the other products. And don't think that everything is unique. Like I have to build an unique thing only to get a startup. No, you can have some kind of product which is already there in the market. But while releasing the product into the market, you should have an survey that what are there similar products in the web or similar products in online or offline. You have to search for the products and you have to take the customer reviews of that product. If you are developing some like mobile charger itself, take an example, mobile charger which already is there in the market. You take a survey of that mobile charger in different websites. You take the e-commerce sites, you take all the kinds of information that you can gather about that product, and you have to read the customer reviews first. Don't read the don't focus on the features, everything. Focus on the customer reviews, what customers are thinking about that product. If so most of the customers are taking a feedback, giving the feedback that it should be like this, it can be like that, that before releasing this product, you will come to know that if I release this product in the market, customers having the feedback like this. So you will get an idea and you will improve your charger, or you will improve your product with these kind of changes in the product. So next slide. So think about the team. Team is very important, that you are recruiting for the company. So teamwork and team is very important for getting a successful startup. The team should be like he should know the importance of the problem that you have created. The team has to have the skills to solve the problems itself. Okay, after that, what peoples will come with the problems, and the team and you are the persons who are making that problem into solution. So you have to lead the team, and the team should be what recruitment in the HR department in the company. So it should be strong. While recruiting itself, you should have a utmost care that why should I give a job to this person? Will this person is suitable for our company? Is this person is ready to work that what I have got an idea? So with my idea, can he create a solution for the people? And next thing is the team should have the interaction with the clients that you are dealing, and they should understand the kindness and human touch for the clients also, so that your product will go into the market smoothly. So next slide is okay. It will come as an legalities. So registration of the companies. So in India, there is an registration process for the Indian startups. So there are so many kinds of registrations are there in India for a startup. The first thing was proprietorship. As you all know, proprietorship is a firm that will be having only one proprietor, sole proprietor. So if you are going for a proprietorship registration, there is no particular clause or there is no particular law to register this firm. So you can register it as a labor license or something, that you can develop a company, and the taxation will be depending upon your PAN card, that your income, whatever the income generated from the proprietorship will be considered as an proprietor income itself, because there is no other person involved. So in sole proprietor, you cannot transfer your proprietorship to someone, and you cannot quit in between, and you cannot transfer the proprietorship to someone legally. So the second is partnership. For any partnership form, there should be two persons who are partners, and the proprietorship form should be registered, and these should this is of partnership deed. Like you have to write everything about in between the partners, who will have how much of share, if the profit comes, how much division of profit will be happen, and who will operate the accounts, who will who will take care of this department, who will take care of that department, and like that you can add whatever you want in the partnership deed. And third process is limited liability partnership. It is having a different act in Indian sections. So there is an act of Limited Liability Partnership Act of 2008, which will come from the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. So in this also you should have two partners. So benefits is like including if anything like operational flexibilities and compliance among others. If you have compliances, like if anything problem is there, you can add someone in the LLP, and there is a flexibility of operations. If you want to change operations in between the partners, you can change without taking any without taking any approvals or something from the ministry. So you can have some separate deed for the LLP and you can change it. So there is an advantage for LLP. So another kind of thing is private limited company. This will this will be registered under Companies Act of 2013. There is a limitation of 200 members. So your team should be less than 200 members if the company is registered under private limited company. So this is also like you will have memorandum of association, articles of association, and certificate of incorporation that you will get it from Ministry of Affairs. So how the how like who will be the directors of the company. So in partnerships, if you have two persons, they will be called as partners. And limited liability partnership also, if you have 2 or 3 persons, they will be called as partners. But in the private limited, whatever the limited companies are there, the persons who are involved in the deed, like in the company, will be called as directors. The Ministry of Corporate Affairs will allocate an director identification number for every director who is there in the private limited company. So there will be a close monitoring of government for these forums also. So next is registration, and next comes visualization of business organization. There is one more point to be added is patent rights. So in India, if you develop an software unique software, and you cannot patent it solely as an software, there is no option for Indian laws to have a patent for a software solely. So if you want to patent any software, you have to emerge this within hardware and you can get a patent from the government. So next kind is the most important, money, the capital, where you will get money to get to start a company. So first thing is you can have it from friends and family, or you can have your own savings, which is better. So another way is incubators. There are some incubators and accelerators in India who are ready to invest in a startup companies, incubators like they will train and teach everything, just like a child taught everything from the day it is born. Accelerators, however, are a bit advanced, and they move on to help you run or leap ahead in your venture. there are various incubators, accelerators in India that you can choose from. That you can find the incubators and accelerators from online itself. So they will ask you the idea, and they will, if they are ready, if they are satisfied with the pitch that you have made with your idea and a solution, uh, to start up a company. If they are satisfied, they are ready to invest to develop your startup. So in another investors is angel investors. There is a lot of angel investors also in India. This is a funding activity whereby individuals with surplus cash to interest to invest in a different baskets help startups launch and expand. So these persons are ready to invest into a startups and startup launch and expand. But the thing is, they have they should satisfy your pitch, like what you are telling. So another persons are venture capitalists. So these peoples are the biggest sharks in the ocean. So there are the big shots in these venture capitalists. They will invest into your startups, but convincing these venture capitalists is not that much easy, because you should have some unique pitch, and equally important is having innovative product. So if your product is more innovative and you have an unique pitch, then it is not that much difficult to convince the venture capitalist also. So another way is, all you know, is bank loans. So yes, banks are ready to give up loans to startup companies. So you can avail the loans from the banks itself. So you can have banks having a separate department called small and middle enterprises, SMEs, SME loans, MSME loans. So where you can go and you can have your startup loans. And will you believe 95% of the startup companies will start either from their money or from bank loans. So most of the Indian companies will not concentrate on these investors who are ready to invest, like angel investors, venture capitalists, and incubators, accelerators. These peoples are ready to fund your startup if you have a good pitch and a good product. But most of the startup companies will not do that. Like they will invest their own savings, or they will borrow from family and friends, or they will go for a bank loan. So yes, government also, like central government is also understood, and they are encouraging the startup businesses. Around 10 crores, 10,000 crores of startup fund is there with the governments, which will grant in a several schemes. Like Startup India scheme is a program that Indian initiative. It's an Indian government initiative in which you have to go online, and you have to register there, so that you can get a loan or a subsidy loan from the central government also. To encourage the startup business, government is taking so many precautions, and to make so many encouragements, so many subsidies to get the startups encouraged, because the startups are the upcoming boosters for the Indian economy. Because a large while encouraging a large cap industries or some big industries, the government has to spend so much of money to get it profitable. While encouraging a startup, it will cost less for the government, and every startup might be successful if they have some uh, uniqueness. So next next what you have done right till now is you got an idea, you found a problem, you came up with a solution, you recruited your team, you have you have your co-founder or a partner with your firm for your firm, and you have registered your firm, and you have got the money to start a business, to start a startup. So everything is done right now. So you have everything done. So what you are to become a successful startup. So building the brand. So branding your company is very important. Very important. Like you have to brand your company. So for that, what you have to do is you have to take a innovative logo and innovative name for your firm, company. That your company's name should not be more lengthy. So there is some tips from experts. So creating a logo, building a website. So domain names, picking the domain names, you can go for GoDaddy, Namecheap, like that kind of things. And next, your company will uh, run smoothly and successfully if you take all these precautions in a matter. So next slide. Next, done, I think. Yes, thank you so much. Like I have covered the basics of startup company to start it. This is a very vast topic. If I take this topic with uh, elaborately, it will take more time and it may take a day to explain all these things. So thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Waiting, sir. अरे, नारी.
Hello, madam.
Sir.
It was a very good presentation. So actually, sir is also there. Thank you for joining, everyone. So shall I?
The Kirti is there, sir.
Who is?
Kirti.
Good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, sir. Thank you for the wonderful. Hello.
Madam, will you please stop presentation, madam?
Okay, wait, sir.
Sir, can I continue?
Yes, ma'am. You please, Kirti. Please turn on your video, ma'am. Kirti.
Sir, actually, I am outside.
Okay, no problem, no problem, no problem.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the wonderful speech, for the wonderful session that you have given, for the wonderful strategies that you have shared, valuable information that you have shared with us. We being freshers, we can take this knowledge that you have imparted to us and start a startup company in this competitive world, sir. The enlightening stories that you have shared, like the Harishankar, Nokia companies they have described, was also inspiring, sir. We will take this inspiration, we will take this inspiring stories and many other inspiring stories, and hope we will also start a good company where, as you have shared, that idea comes from a problem. Noting the problems and trying to find a solution is really the first step to a startup company, sir. It's true that startup is not a rocket science, but when we look around in our environment, we find many issues. We just need to notice it and think of a solution, as you have shared. The MVP strategies that you have shared, sir, were also informative. The commitment, the determination that you have told points about those, about choosing a partner, trustworthy and capable partner that we need to choose for running the startup company, were also informative, sir. The points that you have described about the team, selecting a team and registration of a startup company, such as proprietorship, partnership, patent rights, were all informative, sir. Thank you so much for this wonderful and valuable session. Thank you, Mohit sir, Vasanti ma'am, and the whole EC department for giving us opportunity to listen to such a wonderful session. So hope that everybody will take this session, remember all the points that sir have explained or sir have discussed and nurture our ideas. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Mohideen sir?